Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Haaland, out towards the flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Oh, just skips Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Marquinhos can get it clear. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Havertz. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Mbappe! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Grimaldo. Chouameni wins the duel this time. And the counter is on. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Japan yet to have an attempt on goal. It's played through for him. Thuram has it out wide and in space. Bruno Fernandes tries a shot! There was plenty of power on that. Havertz. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Mbappe. And a chance! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Matheus Cunha. Cunha gets into a good position. Bellingham. Oh, they can break here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And Cherki. Marquinhos. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Dijk. And it's Grimaldo. to Bruno Fernandes. 30 minutes gone. Gives it back. Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Fernandes.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's going for goal! It's a loose ball. And it's hoisted clear. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Cherki. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Cherki. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Thuram. Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Nicely shaped ball. This looks promising. That looks a towering header. Goal! Barcelona! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Japan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Corner number 3 coming up. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele's delivery. And the shot! And a neat finish! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Little pass back. Really fierce, close defending. Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. There's a quick free kick. That's a shade optimistic. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Haaland. Lovely bit of skill. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Great vision. Not much subtlety about that challenge. So what can they make of this? Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk. And that has put paid to that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Wan-Bissaka, and it's Dembele. Alvarez. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Havertz. That's a good ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Matheus Cunha. Tchouaméni. Wan-Bissaka. And they've got a throw. Thuram. Tchouaméni. Nice looking ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Havertz. Van de Ven. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Japan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And he shoots! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience.
Great chance! It's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Japan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Mbappe on the finish! And there's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Marquinhos has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Haaland, and here's Thuram. Dembele. Played out to the left flank. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Mendes. Played into space. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Van Dijk. And he's managed to get rid. And that's it. Japan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Mbappe tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off. Good style.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dembele.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. It's a searching pass. Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Thuram! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Chouameni. Yamal. Japan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a shot! Goal! Japan! And there is your opener.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Almost half an hour in now. Mbappe. Great vision. Thuram flings in across. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Dembele. And here's Thuram. Mbappe. Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Chouameni. It's Thuram. Haaland. Nicely spread. Yamal picks it up out wide. Van Dijk gets it away. Crossed in again. Oh, great leap! It's fallen kindly here. Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Chouameni. And it's Marquinhos. And Yamal. Dumfries finding himself in space. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Barcelona could counter here. That's a cute ball. Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Mendes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yamal. Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. And that signals the end of the first period. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Japan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Japan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're underway for the second half. Thuram tries one from range. Off the post. Good strike, quite an alarm. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the through ball. Thuram. Good read, needed to be. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely, now then. Mendes with the slide tackle there. Havertz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Picked out, and the shot! Tchouaméni. Havertz.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lovely feet. It's a promising position. Crossed into the box. He's there and gets it away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Goes looking wide. He's had it taken off him. Thuram with 2 goals already to his name. Grimaldo. Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. To Havertz. And it's made its way to him. And he's intervened well there. Nuno Mendes. And it's Tchouaméni. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Marquinhos. And it's Denzel Dumfries. This is a promising build-up. Shoots! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? About as smooth as it gets. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. A case now of complete control. Tchouaméni, Haaland. And the pass is intercepted. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Havertz. Now, can they get him away? Shot a goal! Defending was strong and firm. Havertz. Tchouaméni clears it away. Matheus Cunha. Here's Haaland. Haaland. Good driving run. Vinicius. Big chance! Well, that is remarkable. And the shot! And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need.
Havertz! Dumfries gets it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. This is the time you need that pace.
That's tidy. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Has to go back here. First quarter of an hour gone. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Dumfries. Yamal. Bellingham. Japan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram, real chance! Goal! Japan! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Wan-Bissaka. And it's Tchouaméni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe on a strong run here. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram is onto this. Havertz gets flagged offside. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got away! Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Mbappe looking to play him in. An instinctive delivery. Mendes attempts a clearance. Space for him to turn and look. Dumfries with the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Shoots! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's terrific effort. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is well cleared. That'll be a throw-in. Chouameni. Bellingham. And here's Dembele. That's a good ball out wide. Dumfries. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. That has been slung wide. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And no surprise, that's a booking. Chouameni. Now Mbappe. Alex Grimaldo delivers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time, the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And they've got a throw. Chouameni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Yamal. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Big chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Grimaldo. Played out towards the right wing. Nuno Mendes. Havertz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Defending. Ah, he's given it away. Forced to go back. It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! A finish of true class. And they get themselves in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Japan with the lead. Towering header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Nuno Mendes. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Wan-Bissaka picks it up out wide. Has crossed and getting up there! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Wan-Bissaka. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Dumfries. Kubo. Out of play for a goal kick. So we have movement on both benches. Maciej Cunha. Gravenberg.
That's going in strongly.
And they're back on the ball again. Diaz. It's a good spell of possession, this. Lovely pop. Thuram!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. DiMarco. Can he get on the end of this? Hangs in and a header! And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Kubo. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Havertz. I think we're just about done here. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And that's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Van der Ven is there, and he can get that clear. And the number on the board is 3. He's found a way through. Diaz. He might have to go it alone here. To Havertz. Well seen. Saw that coming. Maciej Cunha. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Now it's Haaland. And the shot! Oh, it's close, but there is time for no more. So, that was the second half.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. Well, we are already up and running again. Japan pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cunha running with the ball. And here's Haaland. And this is Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Barcelona leading now. Dink through. Oh, there's the clearance. Out for a throw. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Haaland. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Diaz. And here's Thuram. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. That's put paid to the danger. Spread neatly. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Havertz. Pass somewhat off target. Tries a shot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better...
Oh, good effort! And that's a tidy finish. All set up now for a dramatic climax. Terrific header. Oh, what a mistake. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot. It's a goal. And with that, he takes home the match ball. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time.
Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Havertz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And they've got rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Thuram. And he can clear it away. So there you have it. Penalties. Japan found a way, somehow.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. And no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Mbappe is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Big character, big moment, big save. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Up by 2. And that is a giant step towards the line.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Japan are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Made it look easy. The lead now is 2.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
Barcelona really cannot miss this. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Japan on the verge. He's done it! Feel the relief! Japan have come through in the most dramatic... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been played through. Thuram. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
Mbappe! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And he's managed to get free. Now that's well seen too. Nuno Mendes. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Short changes him with that pass. And they can counter here. Grimaldo. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. And it's Grimaldo. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Haaland. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Tchouameni. And he's played it back. Havertz kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. Knocks it out wide. And he's whipped it across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Havertz. Matheus Cunha. To Havertz. Tchouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. Nuno Mendes. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, good climb! Oh, good finish! And they're threatening to fly away here. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace.
And a chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, delightful ball. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Thuram. Spread to the right. The message is clear. None shall pass. Mbappe going after that. Matheus Cunha. Lovely pass, but can he get... Tries one from range! And the keeper read that. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Japan not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught. And one more try. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chouameni. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Dumfries. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Matheus Cunha. And he is deftly away. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe! Can he get it through? No, it's Dembele. And he was quick to react. Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. He's going for goal! Haaland! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending.
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
All of a sudden, we have a game here. This goes for a shot! And no mistake. Japan are level. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cherki plays a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Japan leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He slings it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Dembele has it in a wide position. Thuram. Now it's Haaland. Locatelli. That's a good ball out wide. Back where it came from. Tchouaméni. Nuno Mendes. And the pass is intercepted. Dumfries. Wan-Bissaka. Played out wide. Havertz. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, great leap! And there's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And the shot! It's in! And what a climax we have here! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play. Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Five minutes to add. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Denzel Dumfries. Mbappe. Havertz gets across and deals with it. To Bruno Fernandes. And he thumps it clear. And here's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Vinicius Junior. That's a decent clearance. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.